Precious Metal Summit 2018 here in Zurich. First day, we are in the afternoon. My second interview partner is Claude Lemasson, the CEO of Eastmain Resources. Welcome, Claude. It was, long time no see, actually 1 year.
yes, it's been a year. Yeah, it's good to be back in Zurich.
Yeah, perfect to have you here. And of course, we want to have an update on your lovely project. And maybe you can elaborate a bit, what happened in the last year. We want to dive into that, and also on your fantastic PEA for Eau Claire.
Yes, sure. So as everybody knows, Eastmain Resources, we're in James Bay, Quebec. So great infrastructure, good place to do business. We're a high-grade exploration company looking for gold. And our main project is called the Eau Claire Project. In May this year, in 2018, we issued a PEA, Preliminary Economic Assessment. The PEA came out to be very robust, very conservative in some of the numbers, but yet very realistic. And that was our objective. The reserves were done the same way. So some of the key numbers that we're talking about, we're talking after-tax numbers. The net present value, $260 million Canadian at 5% discount. So that's pretty solid.
What's the capex?
The capex is around 175 million Canadian, which is very reasonable, very
really
manageable.
And
the all-in sustaining cost in US dollars per ounce is $574, which is less than half of the gold price today.
Exactly. So, what gold price have you had as a basis in the
calculation? The base for the PEA was $1,250 US gold.
So that's almost where we are
That's
today.
Where we are today, pretty well.
Yes. So it's pretty conservative.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Well, great. What would be the annual production then, estimated?
Yes, so we're looking at around 86,000 ounces per year for the first.
Pure gold?
For the first 10 years. There's no other byproducts. So for the first 10 years, in total, we produce around just under 1 million ounces out of the mine.
Fantastic. And I think I saw in your presentation also you start with an open pit and then you have underground scenario.
That's correct. So the mine life is 12 years in total. We do 3 years in an open pit, high-grade open pit, 3.8 grams in the pit actually, which is very high grade. And then we we ramp underground during the open pit, and then we start mining underground for another 8-9 years. So overall 12 years of a mine life.
Yeah, fantastic. In those $175 million, there's the open pit included and the underground, or do you finance the underground out of the cash flow?
Right. So typically we also have other than the starting capex, which I referred to, we have sustaining capex, which is during the mine life, and that is mainly for underground development. So yes, the capex is all the surface facilities, getting the mine going and starting production.
Infrastructure-wise, it must be perfect, right?
Yeah,
because you are in elephant territory.
Exactly. So it is great. So James Bay has a great infrastructure. We have road access right into our property today. We are only 18 kilometers away from major power, and that's Quebec Power, hydro. So cheap hydro.
So that's like, what, 4 or 5 cents a kilowatt hour?
Exactly. That's usually the range of price, which is great. So great place to be to do business.
Absolutely. When you said initial 12 years, do you see room to enhance that, especially once we are underground?
Absolutely. We've only drilled down to 860 meters, and we didn't put any holes below that yet. Yet the deposit is totally open at depth. So you can see this mine going on and on over the years. But first we want to establish what we can do to produce for first 10, 12 years, and then look at maybe a phase 2 down the road for deeper.
I mean, it works like with all underground mines. You start with a certain amount of time, and then you find more and more and keep it going.
Exactly.
That's the normal way. Fantastic. So that means you have very good potential for the future there, but on the other hand, you have also some good exploration potential on your Eleanor joint venture.
We do actually on both projects. So at Eleanor South, which is a joint venture with Goldcorp and Azimuth, we are the operators, and we're advancing that. We announced a discovery a year ago. We talked about that last year. And that discovery continues to advance. So we're basically drilling, trenching, stripping on the discovery ground. trying to expand, ultimately the deposit that it will be, trying to better understand what we have. But what we do know is that we have a gold system. So we have lots of gold, fairly big area, 2 kilometers long, half a kilometer to a kilometer wide, and there's high grade, medium grade, and low grade gold all over the place. So it's a question of better defining what we have, and that the current program is ongoing. It's been going on since July this year. We'll keep on going till the end of the year, but we're going to start having results probably within a couple, 3 weeks, and that'll be pretty steady for the next 3 months. We're going to have a lot of exploration results. Super. But on our Eau Claire, where the Eau Claire deposit, that's called the Clearwater property. And on the Clearwater property is the same idea. We've been on the ground since August, drilling, stripping, and trenching, and the results are just all coming in now, and we're about to start issuing the results in November this month, and we'll keep on going for about 3 months there as well. So both exploration projects advancing.
And you are happy with what you saw so far?
Yeah, it's looking good.
He's smiling, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. Of course, you cannot say something, but you are happy.
Sure.
That's good. That's important. Super. Let's talk about 2019.
Yes.
Where do you see, let's say, the challenges maybe? And on the other hand, where do you see the most important milestones you really want to reach, you really have to reach?
Sure. So 2019, we're looking at, it's really a threefold effort for us. On our strategy. One of them is to move Eau Claire forward. So how we do that is we are currently doing some engineering studies on some opportunities. We're talking about looking at a ramp to go underground. We're looking at ore sorting. There's various initiatives that we're pursuing and studying right now. So that'll continue. That's post-PEA work. That's while we're doing starting some of the environmental baseline work, community engagement, all those kind of steps. So that's the post-PEA pre-development work, we call it, for Eau Claire. That's one important task. Another one is to continue advancing the exploration at Clearwater as well, nearby, to advance some of maybe what we are now finding during this campaign. So we'll pursue that. So more exploration at Clearwater. And the third one is the Elner South JV to continue to grow the database on that. So more drilling, very important. And doing more drilling will eventually lead to a maiden resource. Hard to say when the timing is. We got to have enough holes, the right spacing.
Of course.
But certainly a lot of drilling next year.
That's a real target for maiden resource also.
Exactly. So that's pretty important to us. Now the challenges, I'm going to say honestly, the biggest challenge is not us executing on our work because we're well financed. We've got about $6 million in the bank today.
That's enough for 2019. Right?
That's enough for a big part of 2019. So we're pretty comfortable there. Biggest challenge is the market. So the gold market, the gold equities. If we can get the market to turn around and get investors interested again, that would really help us moving forward.
I believe that absolutely. Saying 2022 is like the production target, I would call it.
For Eau Claire, So we're thinking of continuing doing our work towards a feasibility study, probably in about 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. So get to a development decision around 2021, and then about a year and a bit for construction, and then production in 2022 sometime.
Okay. How much money do you think you might need until to the project finance?
Until we get the feasibility study and we decide to do the development decision, I would say if I have to estimate today, probably without any special projects on the side, in the range of 20 to 30 million, somewhere in that range over the next 3 years.
Yeah, but that should be really makeable because I think your shareholder registry is also looking quite healthy.
It's pretty strong. So we've got 65% retail shareholders, which are supportive. And in this tough market, we have to reach out to them and tell them what we're doing and issue news, good news. But we've got a very strong, about 32%, 33% is institutional shareholders, which are well-established firms from Europe, as well as U.S. and Canada. So we obviously keep them informed, and very supportive.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant, because when you need some money ongoing, hopefully the markets turn next year.
Yes.
They should, honestly, after 6 years in a deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Correct.
It's really time for a move now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Well, Claude, thank you very much. We look forward on your news flow, honestly, because good drill results will prove what you are doing on the one hand. On the other hand, it develops you further.
Absolutely.
And helps the share price finally.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Claude Levasseur, the CEO of Eastmain Resources, and you heard it. The company is perfectly on track on the production path. They are executing what they wanted to do and to bring this lovely project into production. They have a good shareholder registry, also strong partners. And as he said, the news flowing for the next 3 months is really ongoing. So I would suggest check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.